Your cat just did something that stopped you in your tracks. Maybe they opened a door you definitely closed. Maybe they were at the window before you even pulled in. And now you're wondering, is my cat actually smart? Most people answer that with tricks and commands. Sit, shake, come. But that's how you measure a dog. Cat intelligence hides in the things you dismissed as weird or random. And the last sign on this list might change how you see your cat forever. Number 1. They know their name. You say their name across the room, and one ear slowly rotates towards you. The head lifts for half a second, then it drops right back down. Most owners take that as proof their cat doesn't understand. But a 2019 study from the University of Tokyo told a different story. They tested 78 cats with a simple setup. 4 random nouns played through a speaker, then the cat's name as the 5th. Every time, the ears perked and the head shifted. The cat knew which word was theirs. But here's where it gets deeper. The same team found your cat also knows the names of other cats in your home. You call for their sibling and they register it immediately. They know who you mean. They just chose not to respond. Have you noticed how they'll stare right at you and still refuse to come? That's not confusion. They heard you, processed it, and decided to stay exactly where they are. Keep that in mind, because the last sign reveals what's really happening when your cat looks at you. Number 2, they have your routine down pat. Your cat is at the front door 10 minutes before you walk in. They didn't hear the car. So what tipped them off? Cats are naturally wired to peek at dawn and dusk. But your indoor cat has thrown those instincts out entirely. They run on your clock now. Your alarm, your shower, the jingle of your keys. They've mapped your mornings down to the minute. And they know a Tuesday from a Saturday. They even notice which shoes you reach for. Work shoes mean 8 hours alone. Sneakers mean you'll be back in 20 minutes. Here's what most owners don't realize. When you break that routine, show up late, skip their playtime, your cat doesn't just get annoyed. Healthy cats have been documented developing nausea and food refusal from a schedule change alone. No sickness, no bad food, just the pattern falling apart. Your cat didn't just learn your routine. They wired their entire body around it. And before we jump to the next one, if your cat just crossed your mind, hit that like button and subscribe. You're helping us reach more cat lovers who actually want to understand their cats. Number 3. They figure out how things work. Has your cat ever watched you do something and then done it themselves? That's not a coincidence. That's observational learning, and it's far rarer in the animal kingdom than you'd think. In 2020, a team in Budapest tried something extraordinary. They used a method called Do As I Do that had only worked on dolphins, apes, and killer whales. The owner performed an action. The cat had to replicate it. She did 81% of the time. Owner touches a box with her hand. Cat touches it with her paw. Owner presses her face against it. Cat presses her face too. She wasn't copying at random. She was translating a human body onto her own. Hand becomes paw. Face stays face. 2 completely different bodies, and she found the match. That's not imitation. That's abstract reasoning in a brain the size of a walnut. Next time your cat cracks something you thought was cat-proof, they learned it by watching you. Topic point 4. They get into mischief. Your cat knocked your glass off the table and then pushed the coaster off right behind it. You probably called it bad behavior. But watch what happens next time. They don't swat randomly. They nudge the object to the edge first, then they lean over and check the distance to the floor. Some of them watch where it lands before pushing the next thing off. Test, predict, execute, observe. That's the same cognitive loop scientists measure in advanced species. Your cat just ran a physics experiment on your kitchen counter. A bored cat doesn't sit quietly. A bored cat runs experiments on your house. They pop open cabinets, not for what's inside, but for the satisfaction of solving the latch. They shred your toilet paper because every pull gives different resistance. Does your cat get into everything when you're gone? That's not misbehavior. Their brain is starving for problems. And your home is the only laboratory they've got. Number 5. They've weaponized their purr. 5 in the morning and your cat is on your chest, purring straight into your face. But this purr sounds different from the lazy evening one. It's sharper, more insistent, and completely impossible to ignore. Ever wondered why that early morning purr gets you up every time? In 2009, researchers at the University of Sussex found the answer. They recorded 10 cats purring in two situations: begging for food and simply relaxing. 50 people listened to both recordings. Every single one flagged the food purr as more urgent. Here's what was buried inside it. That food purr carries a vocal spike at about 380 Hz. That's nearly the exact frequency of a human baby's cry. Your cat hid an infant distress signal inside a sound that soothes you. The purr keeps you calm. The hidden cry triggers your parenting instincts. When they removed that one frequency, the urgency vanished. Your cat didn't learn this from you. They evolved it over generations, fine-tuning a sound that hijacks the one instinct you can't shut off. Number 6, they can count. And they beat dogs. Try this tonight. Put 2 treat piles in front of your cat. 3 on the left, 1 on the right. Watch which pile they go to first, the bigger one, every single time. They don't even hesitate. That's not greed. That's numerical cognition happening in real time. Your cat assesses quantity without any training at all. This ability shows up so early that unweaned kittens already pick the larger amount. Where does this come from? A wild cat scanning a field doesn't count individual mice, but they need to know instantly where the concentration is highest. More rustling on the left means go left. That split-second call is the difference between eating and starving. Your indoor cat still runs that same ancient program. They know how many treats you gave them yesterday, and they know today's pile is smaller. Here's what stings. Researchers tested cats and dogs on the same task. The dogs couldn't tell the piles apart. Your cat picked the larger amount without a second thought. Number 7. They look at your face when they're scared. Remember earlier when I said the last sign might change things? Here it is. Something unfamiliar enters the room. A new appliance, a strange noise, a person they've never seen. Your cat freezes, but before they run or hiss, they do something you might have missed. They look at you, not at the threat, at your face. They're reading your expression to decide what to do next. If you look calm, they settle. If your face shows fear, they head for the exit. This is called social referencing. Scientists thought only babies and chimpanzees could do it. But 79% of tested cats did exactly this. They looked between the strange object and their owner's face. Should I be scared? Is this safe? That's not aloofness. That's a creature who chose your face as their compass. When they're afraid, you're the one they look to. Every sign on this list proves your cat pays attention, but this one goes beyond intelligence. They trust you. And that quiet glance you never noticed was never just curiosity. It was faith.